I gotta get straight into this video. I cannot waste no time. I have so much to reiterate or like share. It's my big announcement about what God has just done in my life. My heart is just beating over the moon. I'm excited, I'm anxious. So basically, here we go. 2 years ago, give you just a little background. 2 years ago, I'm a senior, super senior at Grand Valley. My undergrad social work, I knew I did not want to be a social worker. I said, no. And literally the Lord told me, he said, Sydney, you're not going to be a social worker. And I said, Lord, like, why would I get this degree if I'm not even going to use it? Like, I knew that was not the road that God wanted me to go down. So I was like so discontent, so upset. And I was like, Lord, what's next? Because this ain't it. This not the move. And so I was under a lot of pressure. Them student loans wait for no one. And my dad was like, you need to find a job. If you don't find a job in this amount of time, you can't. I'm not allowing you to live at home, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be out. What am I gonna do? So I was totally like freaking out. And sorry, y'all know I'm super animated. I was freaking out like, Lord, what is about to happen? I ended up getting a social work job. Boo. But I knew I had to go get my master's degree. And the only reason I decided to go get my master's because a prophet had came to my church. My pastor was out of town. A prophet, his name's Prophet Solomon. He's out of New York. I think he's out of New York. He came to our church, he visited, and he ended up prophesying to me in front of everyone, which I don't like. When prophets come, I'll be like, Lord, please don't. I can't handle that. I don't like people know. Anyways, backtrack. The prophet came, prophesied, and he told me that I was going to achieve a level of academics that this lady at my church completed. And she had just graduated, I think that semester, with her master's, her MBA. And I think it was on like HR or something. And I was like, what? Mind you, I'm over here Miss Social Work, knowing good and well I wasn't about to be no social work. I said, Lord, this is my heart. Social work is my heart, but it's not my function, if that makes sense. Like, I'm very creative, very out of the box. And social work is just so draining and so depressing. And it's just, I could be a light in it, but it's my heart, not my function. Anyways, prophet came, said I was gonna get a master's degree. I said, well, the Lord knows me so well. He know I'll be like, what we doing next, Lord? Like, I have questions. I am the question asker. I'm gonna ask you questions until you're annoyed, because it's my anxiety be rising up, and I'll be like, I need to know every detail. So I know I'm about to get a master's because clearly the Lord declared. And I was like, well, Lord, it gotta be free. If I'm going, I'm not getting in no more debt, because debt is not of you. Debt is not in your word. I'm not about to be a slave to Grand Valley because I'm about to be owing them money, or whatever school I'm going to. And so I said, if I'm going, it has to be for free 99, period. I'm not going unless it's free. And I got this job that I'm at now. I was doing social work. The Lord literally transplanted me out of social work into my job at a school, which I love. Come on, y'all, look at my little desk. Let's get into this desk. Like, this office, this classroom. I love working at a school. I love kids. I love my job. I love the staff here. Everybody's so nice and funny. And I really value an environment. I really like to flourish in environments. Like, if I feel like I can be myself, the more the better. So I ended up getting a job at Glenwood where I'm like a manager. Who gets a manager job straight out of college? I have no working, like, for real professional experience. And I'm over here, the head honcho. Like, I got a staff and teachers that I have to manage and paperwork. I ended up loving my job. And I was like, God, I'm just going to be here. I'm just going to rock this out for however long. If you want me here for a few years, I'll do it. Like, no big deal. I'm praying, but I knew I had to figure out what God wanted me to do with my degree. And I said, Lord, I'm going to give myself a year to figure it out, a year to research, a year to look into what programs and stuff I was interested in. So basically, fast forward to now, present day, or not present day, but this year, 2019. we get called into a staff meeting at my job. I'm thinking somebody in trouble, because usually that's typically what happens, where like somebody broke some type of rule, and then it's like a whole lecture for everyone. But nope, it wasn't a bad lecture meeting. It was a layoff meeting that I did not know was about to happen. Everyone was blindsided. They basically were like, yeah, you know, our program's funded by the grants and the government, so we don't know if we're going to get any money from this presidential administration team, Trump's team. We don't know if they're going to give after school any money, because they were talking about budget cuts and how they were trying to cut after school. So basically they were like, well, we don't want to leave you guys high and dry, even though they kind of did. And like, you know, leave you without a job. So we're just telling you to apply for some positions right now before the school year's out. I was like, I had prayed that, listen, I did my devotion that morning. I was praying. I said, Lord, I'm not about to be moved. Everyone was crying and freaking out. And I was like, God brought me to this job. He gonna bring me to my next. Long story short, we ended up getting the money, and I ended up being able to keep my job. We got a little raise on top of it. So I was like, bet, I am staying at Glenwood. Like, it's a good situation, good time to, you know, work out and to figure out what I want to do while working with kids. I love working with kids. So here's the news. I hope you guys are ready. So in that time that I was applying for other jobs, I applied for a position at Grand Valley State University, the college I graduated from, to work in the TRIO program. The TRIO program, I applied for a position. This was in March. Did not hear a thing about this position at all. And then literally, as I'm all set with my position here, everything's good, life's going on, I get a call literally in the middle of the day from a coworker telling me that Grand Valley was calling about me and checking my references. And I said, ew, completely forgot that I had applied for this job. Like, literally forgot that I applied for it. And you know, my dad was super hyped, because he was like, oh, you could get your master's. And I was like, well, they offered me an interview. I went to the interview, and they were like, yeah, one of the biggest perks about this job is that if you don't have your master's degree, you could get it for free of charge. I said, hold on, shaking, I will see it. Where do I sign up? Because I need to get this degree, because the prophet said I was going to get a degree, and I need it to be free 99. And she was like, well, you know, we'll extend an offer your way if we're interested in you taking this position, and you can sign up for classes the minute we get the paperwork done. Lord, what? Like, that's literally like, what? Like, I'm perplexed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was confused, I was happy, I was sad. I love my school. I just started building some deeper relationships in my building, and I was like, no. I had a moment where I was like anxious and sad, but I was like, let's go. So that's my news, y'all. That's the big announcement. I have accepted a position with Grand Valley, the TRIO program. I'm going back to school. I'm about to get this master's, like the Lord said, free 99. And I'm only saying this because you need to get something before God, and don't be afraid to ask him for stuff, like the bigger stuff. Like, God, this gonna be free, or this, like, I know it's kind of churchy. When the Lord decrees a thing, or he says something gonna happen, like, that prophet was A1, bro, like, so accurate. There was another part of the prophecy that we haven't quite reached yet, and I'll share that later. But I'm going back to school. And it's free. And it's free. Oh, and it's free. Oh, and it's free. Oh. So yes, that is my big news. I'm so excited. I'm about to pack up my classroom. That's literally what I'm doing right now. Gotta finish some paperwork, but I need a truck, because I need to get this stuff out my room. This is happening. Like, I'm going back to school for free. What? Oh, God. Oh, there's no one like God. I'm telling y'all, there is no one like the Lord. There's no one like him. He's undefeated. He's the King of Kings. He knows everything. He literally plans his steps in our missteps. And that's something that like blows my mind. Like the Lord knew I was going to choose something I didn't love. He knew I was going to be comfortable at my job and not want to go pursue another degree unless it was for free, because the Lord, everybody knows I'm a penny pincher. I'm not going unless it's for free, because ain't nobody got time for debt. I'm not about to be 50 still paying off loans. Like, that's debt, you know what I'm saying? So I really had to ask the Lord, if I have any favor with you, let it be for free. And he let it be for free. Love you guys. Oh, thank you for watching. Please pray for me. Pray. Black and hooded. I've always wanted to use that hashtag. We about to be out here with the hood. Ooh, my hair gotta be slayed. See, this is what I do. I always start thinking way ahead. Like, I be thinking way too far ahead. Like, dang, what shoes I'm gonna wear with that hood? Ain't the colors black and blue? What the colors in the master's hood? What's that? I'm a visionary. I start envisioning everything. Boy, I'm about to get my master's degree for the freezy. Ooh. But I'm about to be in class though, so I ain't gonna have time for y'all. Listen, I already can see when I'm in school, I'm focused. Like, there's nothing else I'm doing. Like, it has to be school. I need the grades. If I get bad grades, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not going hard enough. And so I'm about to black and degreed up. We about to be degreed and slayed. Boom. Bam, bop, bada, bop, boom, pow. Hey, all right. Thanks for watching. Boom, boom, boom. Bam, 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 bam. Whoa. See y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.